So enough with those. Those things are very dangerous. Those things will give you some mad bruises. So what's going on, guys? How you guys doing today? For today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some tips for two-handed bowling. These tips will also help one-handed bowlers as well. It's not just for two-handed bowlers. I have a little notepad right here of all the things I'm going to be talking about. But I'm going to wait for my lanes to get oiled, because he always oils on Tuesdays. So I'm going to wait for those to get oiled, and then we'll hit the lanes, and I'll give you guys some tips. So whenever I guess while we're waiting, we can play on my hoverboard. I've had this thing for 2 years. These things are amazing. Like, I don't know why people still aren't buying them. Yeah. That was close. Alright, here we go. Hey! Hey! Alright, so the lanes finally got oiled. Now I just have to pick out what ball I'm going to throw and put on my shoes. So, as you can see, I got a ton of options to choose from. So, it's going to be a little tough, but I think I know which ball I want to throw. But alright, now we are 100% ready to bowl. So, let's hit the lanes. So the first thing is, this is what I work on, is when I'm up there on the approach, I want to feel as comfortable as possible. So I don't want to try to force my fingers in. I don't want to try to just barely hook them in there. I want to get on a comfortable position to where I'll feel the same amount of pressure in both fingers, and you should just feel really good. You should not feel any pain on one finger, not the other. It should just be the same amount of pressure on each finger. So you just want to get in a comfortable position. So that's the first step. The second thing that you want to work on is you want to keep your tempo the same on every single ball. Because if your tempo's off, that means everything's going to be off. You're going to be falling off shots. I said that in the last video. In one of my previous videos, I said your tempo's not the same each time. You're not going to throw it the same. So I like to keep my feet as slow as possible. That'll give me the best form. I can keep everything nice and straight. So you want to keep your tempo the same so that you can do this. Then the third thing I like to work on is your trail leg. So this is a pretty good thing to work on for balance, because if your trail leg is up really high, you're going to be off balance. You want that trail leg to be as low as possible. It doesn't have to drag the ground. Mine doesn't drag the ground. It just has to be, try to get as low as possible, because you don't want to be falling off every shot, because I said this before, the more you fall off, the more you miss. So you want your trail leg to be nice and low every shot. So what you can do to work on that is you can just come here and just do a couple steps each throw. It doesn't matter if you hit your pins or throw it in the gutter. It doesn't matter. Just try to practice getting that leg as low as possible. Notice this with a lot of two-handers. When they throw their ball, their head kind of jerks. It jerks like this. And if your head is doing this every shot, you have no clue where you're throwing it. You want your head to stay level. I used to have a really bad problem with turning my head when I threw the ball, and I threw it everywhere. So what you want to work on is keeping your head as straight as possible. Try not to move it. Keep it as straight as possible. Another thing I've noticed with most two-handers that are just now becoming two-handers, they think that two-handed bowling is all about hooking your ball. They think the more you hook it, the more it's going to help. That's not true, because they're just trying to force it out of their hand. They're just trying to spin it as much as they can. You just want the ball to roll really smooth off your hand. You just want it to be nice and smooth. You don't want to try to help it. You don't want to try to force it. Just try to keep this smooth as possible. Just real nice and smooth. Another thing that you can work on for that, just go up there on the foul line and just let it roll right off your hands. You're not gonna hit any pins, but you're gonna get the feel of just letting it roll right off your hand. Off that last clip, you don't want your ball to be spinning like a top. You want it to roll the same each and every throw. You want it to be, you don't want it to be spinning like a top because it's just gonna hit the pins, deflect, you're gonna leave a whole bunch of weird things. You want it to roll to where it's gonna drive through the pins every single throw. Last thing that I'm gonna show you guys is you want your follow through to come straight up. You don't want your follow through to go over this way. You don't want your follow through to go this way. You want it to go straight up. So what you can do is you can just stand here, just let it go straight up. Straight back, straight forward. Straight back, straight forward. Because you don't want to, if you're doing this, that means you're forcing your ball out of your hand. That's a step that I told you not to do. You don't want to force it. If you're doing this, I don't even know what you're doing. You should not be doing that. You just want it to be straight up. Straight up. That's another thing that you can practice up there. Just go up there, straight up. Hopefully these steps helped you guys out. If they did, leave a comment. And if you guys want to know any other things, comment that down below. If you guys did like this, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I'm going to throw a couple shots in here just to show you guys what I look like when I bowl. So, throw a couple shots. Okay, so here's one more thing. I probably should have mentioned this earlier. When you get up there and you're holding your ball, I count to 5 before I go. Sometimes I don't just because I'm in a hurry, which is not good. Just get up there, take as much time as you need. The people around you, they'll be able to wait because they're going to take time too. So you want to get up there and you just want to take as much time. Sit there, like Mike Fagan, he like bounces. He takes time to get set up. They do all this weird stuff. Just get up there and just think about it. Just take as much time as you need. Okay, now I'll put a couple strikes in there for you guys. I kept everything nice and slow. Trail leg was down, fall through, went straight up. Look at the result. Alright, I'll do one more shot for you guys. We'll end on the strike. I guess we'll end on a stone 9 pin. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment more video ideas if you guys want, any questions you guys have. Should post a new video in a couple days. I promise you guys that. So I'm definitely going to start posting more. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for all the support. I think we're at 126 or 127 subscribers. So that's awesome. And I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out. Woo! I do have a tournament this Sunday. So if you guys want me to film that, comment that down below. I'm really leaning toward wanting to film that because I think that would be really cool. I can show you guys what I do to get ready for a tournament. So just comment that down below if you guys want to see that.